So we currently have Dead by Daylight and Friday the 13th. But pretty soon we're going to get a new survival horror game. And by survival horror game, I'm referring to the type of survival horror game where you have to work together with a group of people online to escape a killer in a given area. Well, this new one is called Last Year, and it was a Kickstarter-backed project back in 2016, so last year. However, this one is a 5v1 compared to Friday the 13th, which is a 7v1, or Dead by Daylight, which is a 4v1. Now, Last Year takes place in the 90s, so it's based around 90s horror, which is even more interesting. So let's go ahead and take a look at the survivors real quick, because every survivor has a unique role to play in this game. First up, we have Chad, who's 19 and captain of the football team, but he is Assault, which means he has the ability that helps keep the group alive. Chad is the Assault class, and he's able to defend the group and stun the killer with powerful melee attacks. So if you're somebody who likes to go around bashing the crap out of a killer, Chad's your guy. Next up is Troy. Troy's 18, and his class is Support. Well, for support, he provides additional attacking and combat protection for the team, and also has a secondary ability to lay traps for the killer. So if you're someone who likes to lay traps and help offer support, Troy's your guy. Next up, we have Amber. Amber is 17, and her class is to Scout. I sound like I'm doing like a 1990s dating game show on MTV. That's what I feel like. So, she has the abilities of attacking, but she is extremely fast and able to spot traps and obstacles for other players. Yes, spot traps. So, not only is the killer going to get to do traps, but the trap is actually really fucking cool. We're going to get to that in a second, though. Next up for our group of survivors, we got Nick. Well, Nick is 15, and Nick's class is a technician, if you couldn't tell from the picture. He has the ability to pick locks, repair phone lines, and hack the school's computers to help the group stay alive and escape. So, we're going to get to the final survivor in a second. But as of right now, it sounds almost like one of those old 90s games, which obviously, if this is supposed to be about 90s horror, could actually make sense, where everybody can only pick one of the people. Because it seems like if everybody was one character, it's going to make it very hard to escape. But let's get to the last survivor, who is Samantha. Now, Samantha is 16, and her class is a medic. And, well, she keeps a picture of Chad, because she's got a crush on Chad, in her locker, and dreams that one day he'll finally ask her to prom. So, clearly, she has a big crush on Chad. However, she spends her summer at camp, where she learned first aid skills and make her the team's medic class. Again, I really think everybody's going to have to pick one character, one survivor in this game, which is actually kind of cool, because looking at 20 Chads in a game is just, especially when they're all role-playing, it's a little crazy. So, we're going to go ahead and move on now to the killers. Well, we currently have 3 killers in this game. The first killer is the Slasher, and he is 52 years old. Oh, God, he's 52. That's what a lot of you think I am, 52, but without the beard and tattoos. Well, he may have tattoos, I can't tell. He's got gloves on. But there are 3 killers to choose from, and each killer has different abilities that help you hunt down your victims. The Slasher is the crazed janitor from East Side High. East Side High? Isn't there a movie about that? His preferred weapon includes the machete, axes, and even chainsaws. He's the strongest and fastest of the killers, and is able to eliminate his victims with melee attacks and laying deadly traps. So next up is the Giant, who has an unknown age, but he's 6'9" and very heavy. He loves bashing stuff. The Giant is an escaped convict with a thirst of teenage blood. His abilities include grabbing players and throwing them across the level or against a wall. Now, kind of sounds like my relationship in the bedroom. He's strong and able to take a lot of damage, but he's slower and less agile than the Strangler and Slasher. Dude looks like a beast. He's got to stomp some shit. And last up, we have the Strangler. Now, the Strangler's age is also unknown, but he's 5'8", and his class is a Scout. And he loves strangling stuff. I mean, that's how he got his name, the Strangler. The Strangler is a deranged hobo. Fucking hobos. That likes to strangle his victims with his bare hands. Like, he likes to get in there. That's why he's got a knife in this picture. He likes to feel instead of killing from a distance. But once grabbed, you can kidnap the player and drag them away to another location, forcing the others to decide whether to come to the rescue or save themselves. All right, so this is interesting. This kind of has some of the gameplay that I'm talking about in Dead by Daylight. However, it sounds like they are doing it in a creative and fun way. Where Dead by Daylight, we just have to stick them on a hook and wait for them to jump off, somebody get them off, or die. However, the Strangler, you have the option to take them to a far part, into another section of the map, as a strategy to try to lure the other ones over and grab them one by one. Okay, so when this game comes out and you all complain about camping, it literally says this is intention. The intention of grabbing and putting them is forcing the others to decide whether to come to the rescue to save them. It literally says it. So this is a pre-warning for those of you that claim that strategy is cheating in Dead by Daylight. So far, I love the characters. I love the killers. I love the idea of the 90s horror setting. Now, the beta for last year was supposed to be released in August of 2017. However, the developers felt that, well, even the beta wasn't ready yet, so they pushed that back to a later date. Which we can't really blame them, because we all wish that there was a game we purchased recently had waited and been perfected before being sold to us. However, when this game does come out, it will only be available for Steam on PC. They said they want to focus all their efforts in perfecting this game on Steam for PC before going to consoles or anything else. Which you can't really blame them for because, well, look at Friday the 13th. They rushed it and it kind of went to hell. But I want to know, down in the comments section below, do these characters, do the killers, the whole atmosphere and idea of the 90s horror theme sound like a great idea to you? Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification bell, because if you don't, you'll be notified of videos such as this one. And the next few videos, we're going to be discussing the locations, maps, look at some of the gameplay footage, and more regarding last year. And as always, I'll see you next time.